Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be flipping some finds that I found in the Goodwill bins. I noticed the metal clips on this frame sticking out of a bin, but I did not love the colors that were on the wooden MDF that surrounded it. I knew with just a little paint, this would become a beautiful industrial farmhouse piece. I'm using DIY little black dress, but first filling the holes with a little bit of air dry clay. My DIY feather brush is going to make the application of the paint very easy. DIY is a clay-based paint. It's highly pigmented and nice and thick, so the coverage is amazing. You see I'm getting full coverage with just one coat. And I did paint the back of the frame as well. After my paint dries for several hours, it's time to seal the piece up with DIY black wax. I'm using a chip brush, that way after it is old and worn out, I can toss it and I don't have to clean it. But I apply one even layer of the wax to the entire piece and wipe back any excess with a cloth. Notice I'm using a black cloth on this black piece to keep from getting white fuzz in my paint. I clip a couple of vintage farmhouse pictures and a little bit of dried lavender to this piece, and it is complete. Drop me a comment down below and let me know what you think. This piece will be up on my website, available for purchase. To find my latest flips and finds, plus the paint and products I sell, you can visit upcycledbybri.com. I'll drop the important links down in the description box below for you. I found 3 of these beautiful furniture feet. Definitely looked for the 4th, couldn't find it, but I did bring these 3 home, and I decided to make them into some faux antique salvage. I am using some actual vintage salvage wood here for the base of my new finials. To age up the bunt feet, I am going to be using DIY crinoline, which is like a beautiful creamy white color. I give all 3 pieces 2 coats for full coverage, and then using a little bit of 240 grit sandpaper, I distress back just a touch around the high points where these furniture feet may have been like bumped over time. Next up is a coat of clear wax to seal the pieces. I used a little bit of DIY decrepit dust down in the low points on the salvage. This is a powdered antiquing agent, and you can just use it on top of your wax or on raw wood to give some age and patina to your piece. I use a wood bit to drill a bigger hole down into my salvage wood piece, and some Gorilla wood glue to make sure that our finial top stays on. I found these mini wood finials antiquing and added them to the top. Now, 4 out of 5 customers agreed these look like Dairy Queen ice cream cones, but all 3 pieces did sell at auction. Drop me a comment. Do you like this upcycled project, or do you think it looks like ice cream? I thrifted this box for $5 from the Goodwill bins. A cute little handmade piece, but it had a ton of scratches from what looks like maybe a dog on the front. Durham's Water Putty is my favorite wood filler. You just mix the powder with some water. Super, super simple to get the right consistency, and then apply it to your dings and your nicks. I then let this dry overnight, and now we will go and sand it back. 240 grit sandpaper took off the extra putty and left my scratches filled. Since I already had my crinoline paint out and paint on the brush, I went ahead and painted this box in DIY crinoline as well, and I did 2 full coats inside and out.
You can absolutely take it out and just have the teapot.
I'm using a redesign with Prima Transfer. This is the vintage rustic. I love the neutral colors and of course obsessed with the birds. You can also find these transfers at upcycledbybree.com. Now this specific transfer is very large. It comes in several sheets. So as you can see here, I unroll it to pick out which part of the design I would like to use. Once I find the part of the design that I'd like to use, I simply cut that piece out and start laying it on my project to figure out exactly where I'd like to place it. I cut off a little extra here that I won't need and peel off the paper backing. A transfer is essentially like a large sticker that you can use on your decor pieces. I carefully place it down and smooth it out, and then using the enclosed rubbing stick, I'm going to start pressing down over that plastic. That is going to adhere the transfer onto my project. Once it's started sticking, I can carefully start peeling up the plastic as I am rubbing. I need to make careful I don't break the design, and I slowly work across the entire piece down around the edge of the box. Design ends kind of abruptly right here, so I'm just taking a small piece of transfer and laying that over the top to give it a softer edge. Don't be afraid to mix and match and layer your transfers. Now I'm just going to have fun and cover the rest of the top of this box, just designing as I go. I'm using some 600 grit sandpaper and very lightly distressing over my design. I like a little bit of a weathered, aged look to my image. Notice I also have not sealed my piece yet. Some people will use a clear coat and seal their paint before they apply their transfer, but I just like to let my DIY paint dry overnight and then apply my transfer the next day before I seal it. And that's the way I have found works best for me. After I lightly distress the image, I'm now taking some 120 grit sandpaper and distressing the edges and corners of the box. This entire piece, inside and out, gets sealed with DIY clear wax as well. I apply it with a brush and then I wipe back excess wax with some Viva paper towels. And here is a look at our piece all finished up. This piece has sold, but if you'd like to recreate the look, you can buy the paint and transfers at upcycledbybree.com. I just love this sweet little makeover. We went from a $5 Goodwill bins box, and this box sold for $49.95. Y'all drop a comment down below and let me know if you have ever been to a thrifting outlet, aka a bins outlet location before. If you like this type of video, be sure to give me a thumbs up, send it over to a friend, and don't forget to leave a comment or two down below. And until next time, I'll see y'all later. Bye, friends.